How's it going, everybody? It's Sunday, which means me and Scott are going to do two things. We're going to break down this week's events for you, and then I'm going to roast the Krakens until they stop pestering me about judging their war rankings. I will make fun of them mercilessly, but that's going to be a different video. We're going to do the event video first, and this is going to be the first week of this monthly long event, which is going to have Dakin shards. What are you thinking about the events just at first glance there, Scotty?
The monthly's easy, which I appreciate. Yeah, I think it's simple enough. Obviously not free-to-play friendly, but
never is. Never is. All right, well, let's get right into it, starting with the In His Shadow. This is going to be the web milestone, I believe, where we are spending incursion energy playing a raid battle. So what do we got to do to get this completed?
So the biggest thing I wanted to look at is if you don't spend any cores on incursion energy, because nobody wants to do that. So ideally you want to start with 120 energy. So really, if you start saving like the night before, that's usually enough to hit 120 just because it comes back so slowly. So looking at that and the daily free energy you get during the 7 days, I then wanted to look at how many raid battles you'd have to do after that to still not have to spend any energy cores on energy for incursion. It's actually not bad. It's a little over 7 raid battles a day, so like 8 a day. So I think you easily should be able to do that without spending any cores on incursion energy. And obviously a lot of people do like 10 raid battles a day, so you'll probably hit it quicker, even if you don't start with like 120 energy.
Yeah, I mean, it's a little bit iffy now with the current spotlight raids, but for the most part, you can get all those hits done with your incursion energy, as long as you're active and nobody's like coring the lanes for no particular reason, right?
Yep.
All right, so this is what you can expect to get from that. So we got some dog tags. That's going to be the monthly meta mini event stuff. We get sins from the Father milestone points. It's going to be for the next event we're going to talk about, and some raid champion orb fragments. What are they? Is this the spotlight raid orbs?
No, those are different.
Okay.
So I assume these are special for the event.
Okay.
And they didn't really tell us what was in them, but I assume there'll probably be some Spider Society mixed in with a bunch of stuff we don't want.
Not mad at that at all. Any kind of Spider Society grabs are good, because that spotlight raid is going to be so important. We got to make a video talking about that just for the T4s that everyone needs, right? All right, so moving on. We got the Sins of the Father. So, Scotty, what do we got to do for the Sins of the Father event?
So this is the main event the web milestone is feeding into. This is basically using campaign energy, raiding with Spider Society once, which should be easy for everyone to do that. And then you get extra points for having them at higher star levels, collecting the raid champions or fragments. So I think we're going to be getting those in the free claim and also from the web milestone. And then just the milestone points, which we're also getting from the web milestone.
Right on. So why don't we break this down from like the free-to-play perspective all the way up to the not so free-to-play perspective. So this will be up to, I believe it was milestone 15.
I think so. I think that's what I wrote.
It is. I'm just pretending not to know.
Okay, great. So obviously I don't know what the daily free claim is going to be or the Friday free claim, so I just estimated what it's often been, which is the 1,000. So I'm assuming maybe we'll get like 1,000 of the orb fragments a day, and then maybe 1,000 on Friday. I looked at what people on the free-to-play side might have. So maybe having Peter at 5 yellow by now, depending on your luck and the passes, and the same with Pav. I would assume you probably don't have Penny at 5 yellow. And then just kind of what the minimal cores would be to hit milestone 15. So it is doing 100 like once, and then just the 50s after that, which isn't too bad. I think most people do the 450s a day. If you want to do less, like the monthly item is pretty easy to get because that's all the way down at 59,000. So it's an easy monthly event, but it'll at least get you a little bit further if you want to do your normal core spending.
Right on. All right, I'm getting word that the Raid Champion Orb is in-game, and it has Spider Society, Extreme, and Hive Mind characters in there. So not terrible, considering the Hive Mind were just made farmable. The Extreme team, people probably have them maxed out, but we'll see how that goes. All right, so that's for Milestone 15. Now let's move on to Milestone 17. What's the difference here?
So either way, if you have a maxed out Spider Society, you can hit the same milestone. So I think that was milestone 17 that I put.
Yep.
So this is just like if you're not going to buy any offers and you just want to hit that milestone and not go over, then you don't have to spend any cores on energy if you have them maxed out, depending on what the free claim is. So that was just showing you, like, if you're maxed out, like, this is the milestone that you're going to hit.
Okay, cool. And then to get to 17 plus is what you had written down for that.
So this is just for the people that are going to buy offers and stuff, just to kind of show you if you spend energy, like how much you're going to need in offers to hit the final. Now, there is a leaderboard on this too, so obviously just hitting the final milestone probably isn't going to be your goal if you're buying offers anyway.
True, true. And this is all contingent on like the free claims and whatever that points is going to be, guys. But they've been mostly consistent with that. So we do have some stuff here to look at, just the rewards for the Sins of the Father. So this is going to be where we're getting some dog tags, an Elite 6, some Dakin shards are actually in here as well. Only 10 though, but it does look like it's going to be on the free-to-play side, so a little bit more Dakin sprinkled on top of you there. The Weapon X helmet drops at number 20, or 12 rather, so not so bad there. What kind of value do you put on this Crimson gear though? Value for us is a lot different now, because we've now finished Dark Dimension 7 on the one account, right? So what kind of value would you put on this for people who haven't finished Dark Dimension 7 yet?
I mean, the health catalysts are big, and those are on the lower level, which I guess is nice. But like, if you have a maxed out Spider Society team, I don't know if you're that person who is struggling to get through Dark Dimension anymore, but maybe.
It's kind of it's weird, that dichotomy, right? Because yeah, the people that would have the max out to be getting this are normally the people that would be spending cores and extra gold and buying those kind of offers you get through Dark Dimension 7 anyway. Okay, there is a leaderboard for this event where we're getting some Dakin diamonds coming in. What are your experience with Dakin so far in War?
I have to say it again because of these trolls.
Yes, you have to say it again. Yes.
My experience has been great. He wrecks, he spins, it's cute.
Yes, whenever he walks into an enemy that gets stealth, he gets 60% speed bar and he absolutely destroys. It's really nice to have some sort of Wolverine that doesn't look like he's, you know, collecting pension checks and stuff. I like Old Man Logan to ground. Kid's amazing. I like the character from the comic books, but it kind of bums me out that like the classic Wolverine, though getting the rework for outflights, we will be using the spotlight raids, will be the first person subbed out when you get to that boss node, and also probably the first person to get subbed out on War Defense. If things get that way. Anyway, the last thing we got to talk about today is going to be this monthly event coming hot. So people were worried about Dakin only coming as a 45 shard unlock. We already established we're getting 10 shards for him in this weekly event, but then we also have shards coming in from the monthly meta. So he's kind of gotten two events. My take on this, Scotty, is it happened because they wanted to give us the unlock before the event campaign went away, right? They wanted us to have the Dakin unlock so people can get the 3 campaigns they promised us done. But they didn't want to give us 100 shards yet. They wanted to give us more shards later on. Maybe they don't want to put any Alpha Flight people in the meta events because they want to run their events faster so people can actually get in those spotlight raids. What's your take on Dakin kind of getting 2 different release methods here?
Well, I think they wanted us to have him for use, but like, you'll notice like the milestones that we've had to use him in, whether it's the Blitz ones that are happening on the weekend or the use them in War event that just happened, they had like the points for him locked between him being 3 stars, so they didn't want to give us that so that we could get the points. So like they definitely were being stingy for sure.
Right. And guys, if you want to make sure that you are keeping up with the monthly meta stuff, head on over to the Discord where Scotty breaks all that down week by week. Once we actually know what the free claims are, we know where the monthly meta stuff comes in, because we did have an interesting meta event last month where there was extra mercenary contracts to collect. So people were worried they weren't going to get it. Turns out they actually overshot. They gave us a lot more. There's also more contracts. So there's going to be a little bit of a variety in that now. But that's going to be it for this event video, guys. I hope you enjoyed it. I hope it's going to help you maximize your start of the month, get those Dakin shards, make sure you're getting those events done. If you're shooting for Milestone 17 on the Sins of the Father event, thank you for supporting the game, because I sure as heck don't. And for me and Scotty, we'll talk to you soon. Make sure you check out that War video. I'm going to go super unhinged psycho mode. Bye, everybody. Bye. That's it for the video, guys. I hope you enjoyed it. If you did, make sure you like, share, and subscribe. Stay happy, healthy, have fun, and I'll see you in the next one.